As we take a look at our compound women team's brackets, you can see Canada with the victory, but in our final, it's going to be Russia versus the United States of America. This promises to be a great match.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the competitors for the compound women's team gold medal final. Shooting for the gold medal, on target number 2, the team of the United States of America. Mary Ham, Paige Pierce Gore, Brianna Theodore. And here come their opponents. Shooting for the gold medal, on target number 1, please welcome the team of the Russian Federation. Natalia Avdieva, Victoria Balzanova, Alexandra Savinkova. 24 arrows conducted under the supervision of World Archery Judge David Catalan will decide which of these teams will take gold and who settles for silver at the World Archery Indoor Championship.
All right, so we're getting ready for this match, and there's so many good stories to tell, but one we have to. Crystal, you know that Paige Pierce Gore was in the hospital last night with some food poisoning until early hours in the morning and only got a few arrows of practice in.
Yeah, I actually was the one that took her. We spent about 3 hours in the ER overnight, so she's definitely not feeling 100%.
So we'll see how her team can pick her up. So here we go.
Opening arrow, just under 10, 9 points.
So Victoria starts us off shooting the middle target.
Points.
29-year-old Avdieva, well known on the World Cup circuit. 102 matches to her credit, 27th in the world. Savinkova also really strong in the circuit, ranked 15th in the world. Now here's Mary Ham. She steps up to the line. The first woman ever to shoot over a 1400 score.
Outdoors, full FIDA, yep.
Yep.
Good score by Mary. Also the first woman to ever shoot a perfect 900 score in Las Vegas.
Short and strong.
Okay. Brianna Theodore, 18 years old.
Let's go, Paige.
She actually just competed in the Junior World Championships this fall.
Good shot.
Fresh out of the ER, and she drains that one. A 1-point advantage for the U.S. team. Halfway through the first end.
Just out. A millimeter out of 10. Points.
Now she's just coming off the World Cup final indoor win in Vegas.
Go, Mary. Strong shot.
Russia with
right, so Mary Ham back up to the line for the United States. A well-decorated archer, especially early on in her career, has taken some time off to raise a family and now decided back in competition.
Good shot.
Some of you may know her by her maiden name, Mary Zorn. She was a junior until she got married around 2005.
Good shot.
Just out. 9 points.
Still good. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6. Good
Good shot.
shot.
In the coach's boxes, U.S. recurve archer Mackenzie Brown. See Mackenzie on the right, joined us here yesterday in the booth.
Looks like a 10.
It's always when you're on camera, isn't it, Crystal?
Oh, they got Mackenzie to dance. They were betting whether she would or not.
This is really the way that these team competitions work. As we take a look at some of the highlights and the concentration of Paige Pierce-Gore. Usually you see her bouncing around and smiling, and she's just trying to muster up all the energy she can to shoot these arrows.
Yep, she's just trying to get some fluids in her system and stay hydrated.
Now looking at Bree there, she has that left eye kind of mostly closed. Is that an eye dominance issue with her, or is that just the way she prefers to shoot?
I think it's just a bit of a clarity issue for her. You see it's not completely closed, but just she gets a little bit more fine-tuned by kind of squinting that eye.
There's the smile we're used to seeing from Paige. 58-55. Russian Federation will start us off. So this is the beginning of end number 2, shooting for compound women's team gold.
And it has a 9 on that shot.
That looked like it broke the 9 line. Crystal, as you know, as long as it's touching the line, the higher value gets awarded.
10 points.
That was a very clean shot. You saw her release come back.
Natalia Abdieva, that was on the top target. Just a little low for Sabankova.
USA an opportunity to pick up a wider lead. Mary
Ham lightened it up. Bree getting a little violent with her equipment.
Forgot her bow pod, just like the junior men did this morning.
Good shot. That's what we want. Just repeat it. Keep going. It's fine. You're good.
The key in team round is just don't freak out when something happens. You just keep going.
Close one for Paige.
You might put a frog hair in between there.
I can't help but laugh at that one.
Yeah, but just leave it.
Straight from Texas.
You're good. It's a good shot.
10.
See, she's shooting an index release just like Paige.
more often you see that with hunters, actually. But very effective in target competition if it works for you.
Let's go, Mary.
Great shooting from Russia.
You'll hear her being called Pinky, and you see her pinky up by her eye, and that's actually when she learned to shoot back tension. She was so afraid of punching herself in the face, she would draw at a real weird angle and had to move her hand back over around, and that's where that comes from.
Let's go, Bree. Might be hanging a little right. Might be hanging a little right if you want to. Good shot.
Same goal as previous double shot.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3.
And that's a 9 just out.
That was a well-executed shot with that clock count down. Was the tension wanted, so the U.S. only able to capitalize or to grab 2 10s on that one to Russia's 4. So that leaves us with a 1-point deficit with no line calls from the judges, meaning no asterisks. So it's a pretty solid score.
And when you get down short on time like that, that's where strength really becomes an issue. If you're a little weak and a little shaky, it's going to be tough to shoot a 10.
Yes. Shoot second.
Let's take a look at some highlights here. Solid form right there. Good shot. What do you think?
Yeah, it looked really nice. Look at that concentration, those eyes.
She stares that target down too, doesn't she? Gets that arrow to where it needs to go. So this team, obviously, Crystal, Mary Ham was a bit of a surprise, I think, for a lot of people for the qualifications to get on this U.S. team, just to come to this event, wasn't she?
I think for some people, but I wasn't surprised at all. I actually expected, when I started shooting compound, I had a lot of women tell me about her and how she was really the greatest of all time and on the women's side.
And that she is.
Someone of that caliber isn't going to show up unprepared to a trials event.
We can't go through her entire resume here, but Mary Ham, look her up on Wikipedia and you'll see. But back to the Russian team.
9 points.
This team, this is their first time shooting together in team competition, so practice critical on their timing. No coach in their coach's box.
10.
For a lot of these teams, it's a self-funded trip, so no extra staff,
Yeah.
coaches, physio, anything like that.
Good shot.
That was pretty.
You know, Crystal, it looks like Natalia Avdieva, who's probably has the most experience on this team. I mean, Savinkova as well, ranked higher in the world, but it looks like Natalia is kind of being coached as well.
Yeah, she's been around the circuit for a long time. I shot a lot with her when I was on the World Cup circuit.
Great shot.
Let's go, Bree. Strong shot. Finish all the way there. Yep. Got it.
Good shot.
One more takedown. You're good. It was good timing. Just one.
Just look how still her front
Yep.
stabilizer is.
Good.
Just has it working for her, huh? Even with the drain of energy. Rumor has it she's got to go back to the ER after this and get another IV.
Possibly, yes.
That's now 10 points, or 9 points, sorry. 9. points.
Let's go, Mary. Strong shot.
Good shot by Savinkova. And a good look at her grip
Strong
on her
finish.
bow.
Definitely very unique for a compound shooter. You see her hand curled all the way around.
In contrast to Mary's hand right there.
9.
She's barely out. It's a good shot. Let's go, Bree. Shoot your shot. Yep.
10 points.
Good shot. That's good. That was really good timing.
A little bit more time on the clock this time around.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6.
10
Beautiful.
points.
Good shot.
And given that time, Paige
There you
delivers.
All right, sicko.
So at the moment, we have 170 to 173 with one of the arrows for Russia in question. So that might be bumped up to a 171 as we head into our final end of regulation shooting.
Russian team looking very
9,
serious.
9, 10.
Okay, so for the Russian
10,
team, it's called
10,
9-9-10.
9, 10,
So they did not
10.
get that line call, so it'll stay at 170. So it'll be a 3-point advantage for the USA.
Russia's score stands at 170. The United States with a 3-point lead. Let's hear it for your favorite teams, ladies and gentlemen. Divide. Russia.
If you look at Paige,
USA.
Woo!
both so steady.
You keep going. You got it.
I know she said on the drive-in today, thank goodness I'm not a recurve shooter.
Oh. Yeah, it's a different level of energy, as you know, trying to make the switch from compound to recurve with dreams of Olympic gold dancing through your head for the 2020
All right,
Olympic
Bree,
Games
just
in
keep shooting your
Japan.
shot, okay?
So the final end of regulation scoring. 170, 173, 6 arrows apiece, 4 gold.
We really need a strong start here.
Nine points.
You see the flinch?
Mm-hmm.
Uncharacteristic for Avdieva. Little flinch. Great shot.
Let's go, Mary. Good strong shot. Finish all the way there. Yep. Good
Beautiful
shot.
shot.
Let's go, Bree. Shoot your shot. Good shot. And on the top.
Got
You
that
got it.
line. Got an 8th shaft in.
Yep.
Great shot by Paige.
That'll do.
Nine.
That one looks just outside. Officially, they're calling it a 9-10 liner.
Nine.
They've had so many close ones, they're just not catching the lines.
Good shot.
Let's go, Mary. Shoot your shot all the way there.
It's now about a 23 points.
It's about a 3-point advantage right now.
Yep. Let's go,
Tell
Bree.
Mary Ham wanted to come back to archery
Shoot your
in one
shot
way.
all the way
To
there.
put gold medal around her neck.
Yep. Good shot. Let's go, Paige.
All they have to do is hit the target to win.
Ten, 9, 8.
She
Yep.
does it in fine style.
Perfect 60 to close out the match.
Wow. Not that a trip to the emergency room, you know, that's going to make that any better, but it's got to be a little bit nicer for the team from the USA and Paige Gore. Straight from the emergency room to the top step of the podium. And a great shooting by the Russian Federation as well.
And they have some young shooters on their team as well, so should be a bright future for them.
So the World Championship. The World Champions are the United States of America for the compound women's team gold over Russia.
All right, guys, all get together for the pictures.
Please congratulate Russian Federation silver medal winners.
Russia will take home the silver on their long trip.
Champions of the world.
And the good news about what's going on with this is that we will jump straight to award ceremonies.
All right.
Well, Crystal, what'd you think?
They're going to go backstage, strip off their quivers fast, and run back out for their medals.
What did you think about the performance from Mary Ham?
Mary looks steady as a rock up there, just solid the whole match.
She only dropped 2 points the entire match. Looking at the tally for the United States, they shot a 58 in the first, 56, then a 59 and 60. So they came on really strong towards the end of that match to close it out. 233 to 226, the total tally. And this is what it'll look like for the 2018 World Archery Indoor Championships. For compound women's team, USA the gold, Russia the silver, and Canada